This is a simplified fingerstyle melodic version of Our Day Will Come, written by Mort Garson and Bob Hillard in 1962 and made famous by Ruby and the Romantics in 1962. Done by many, many other people since: Doris Day, Frankie Valli, Amy Winehouse, etc. I have it capoed up here on the first fret. Everything I say will be relative to this capo. If I say I'm playing a D, it's going to look like this, even though that's truly a D sharp or an E flat. This is the key that Ruby and the Romantics sing it in. It's also the key that Amy Winehouse sings it in. First four chords are a D, F, an E minor, and an A. For the D, the melody on the second string is D, A on the third string, open B, and then you go to an F chord, hitting the C note on the second string. And then you go to an E minor, and the melody is B, D, E, and then you go to an A chord, playing the F sharp on the first string, so I just borrow this second fret, and then play the E note on the first string. So this first run looks like this. And then it repeats. The second set of chords is an A minor, a G major 7th, and a G minor 7th. For this A minor, you fret the 5th fret, the first 3 strings, and hit an A in the bass. And the melody on the second string is 5, 7, 8, and then on the first string 5, and then walk back down the second string. And then you go to a G major 7th, and there you're hitting, the melody is F sharp on the first string and D on the second string. Now the first time through they do that twice with the background. And then they go to this G minor 7th. And on that G minor 7th, you're hitting the 6th fret on the second string. And I've just got the whole 3rd fret barred. And the first time through, they do this little walk down, which is 6, 5, 3 on the second string. And you're walking down to a D chord. And then when you get down to this D, the melody's 3rd string, 1st string, which is an F sharp, and then you can do an E minor, an A 7th, and back to D. So the second phrase looks like this. And then in between the phrases, you can do an A, E minor, an A, and back to the D. As I mentioned, the first time he does this twice, and then the minor twice. second time he just goes to the G major 7th once. And as I did in the demonstration, you can do it with an alternating bass. Doris Day does it in a Latin mode. Amy Winehouse does it very jazzy. It can be done many different ways.